Well, a healthy crowd here on the Gold Coast. Robina Stadium, about 20 minutes out from Surfers Paradise. Good hearty New Zealand supporters here, as always. Now, Pool D sees Fiji, one of the premier teams in this competition, taking on Sri Lanka. Fiji, well, their starting lineup will be Vakuru Nabili, Ngā Soko, Kunatari, Mothanathangi, Ravovo, Tuai and Naduva. Jerry Tuai there, the captain, ready to lead Fiji out. For Sri Lanka, Silva, Muturu Nathur, Shindaras, Sarachichi, Pereira, Rishkun and Rawate will start for them. What a moment, though, for a team such as Sri Lanka to come up against the current Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, I had the pleasure a few years back of doing some coaching in Sri Lanka, and they're a phenomenal group of boys. You know, they work hard. They've got some really good footballing ability about them. Size was a bit of an issue, obviously, but you know, actually they play with big hearts, and they've got some quality players out here. Key for them is footwork and stay out of contact. Don't get in an arm wrestle with Fiji.
I don't think anyone wants to get in an arm wrestle with Fiji, because I think you're going to lose that match here. But the Sri Lankan team, they will have a go, that's for sure. And here he is, Rasavenge, one of the real characters on the seven scene.
You'd point out that Fiji are fresh off a win in Hong Kong. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any fatigue issues building into them. You know, and keep an eye out for Jerry Tuai. Great captain. He really, really makes this Fijian team shine.
Yeah, one of the premier players on the seventh circuit, Jerry Tuai. The first look of Fiji at Com Games 2018. And Ravovo gets it started for Fiji. Nice kickoff and tap back easily. It's a real strength of this Fijian team. First mistake from Fiji off the head of Tuai. So Sri Lanka taking it wide, pulled out by Jaras. Taking it forward in a bit of a hole here for Sri Lanka. There's that attitude, and can they go all the way? Wins good. What a start for Sri Lanka. Go on.
That's a real confidence builder for the Sri Lankans. They lost it at the kickoff, but they've regained it through advantage. But one thing they do have is they have pace. Pace to burn. You see here, Danushka Wunkong using his pace. Not many people outdo Jerry Tuai on the outside there. You do know that at the same token, Fiji, they won't be panicking just yet. They know they just got to get ball in hand, but they're just caught napping a little bit at the start of this game.
Oh, that's what it means, though. That's what the Com Games is about. The selfie in the background as well. What a moment for Sri Lanka, and what a moment for Danushka Winjijku.
That'll be the type of try that later on in the stories are getting told, Carl, will be from his own try line, not from the halfway line. I scored against Fiji in the Commonwealth game. Boom.
Not many people can say that, I can tell you. Now Fiji, will that kickstart them? Just one mistake, and to be fair, Sri Lanka good enough to convert it. Now, can they convert back-to-back possessions? No, they can't. Well taken by Vakuru Nabili. And here's the reply coming from Fiji. Good footwork from Nanduva. And Nanduva, a noted try scorer, evens it up. Quick as you please. Alasio Nanduva.
There you're seeing the quality of the Fijians. You know, great take off the kick, and Nanduva sees the gap, backs himself. You know, every single one of these Fijian teams can run a try in from the halfway line. Nanduva quality.
Now, we both swept on the sevens field, but how can you stop a guy like that who puts about 5 steps and doesn't change pace? So difficult.
It is, and they always have the advantage because you're then going from a stop-start position, whereas they're all in full flight. It's not easy. Give yourself a bit of time, really try and push him to a side, but you know, sometimes pace just outdoes pace.
He just slides that one in, does the Ravovo. Normal order resumes here in this game. Fiji take the lead only by 2 points, 7 points to 5. Vovo gets us restarted. Nice kick and well tapped back by Nasoko. Is he able to balance it in? Oh, he's tiptoeing. Go on. There's Vakuru Nabili, and a good save coming back in defence from Sri Lanka, but just touched the chalk.
So unfortunate. You look at the athleticism of this Fijian side here. Off the kickoff, launched himself in the air, straight into the hands. Have we got a touchline?
Open, please. White.
Yeah, there. Good
Just
call.
There.
Keep the gap, please. One out.
Pressure though for Sri Lanka on this throw. It's going to be Shorirachi to throw it in. They go deep. Good set piece play there, but not straight.
It's a big ask of your thrower there on your own line to throw a back ball under pressure against the Fijians. Leaves the Fijians now in a great attacking place.
First scrum, screen steady, please. Crouch.
Fiji
Bind.
pushing Nanduva into the first 5 roll. Jerry Tuai to put it into the scrum. Ravovo's in the centre. Easy ball. Shifted out to Ravovo now. Nanduva's going to wrap around, but it's going to be a short ball onto Motho Nosangi, who just slices through. Doesn't get out of first gear.
No. Nathangi, well read, but Ravovo just holding up. What I like about the Fijians is they have so many options. The ball carrying option. Here, Nathangi's an option. You've got number 10 coming round the outside, Naduva. Just, it's so hard to defend. A simple try for Fiji.
Simple conversion as well for Fiji. I like the look on Motho Nosangi's face. It's just like he was just running down the road, going down to the dairy, go get a Coke, have a smile.
It's a real weapon out wide, Nathangi.
Doesn't go to the 10, but Sri Lanka play it, so there's game on. Shorirachi being lifted there. Sri Lanka very deep in their attack now. Go on the outside, going through a little hole, but the Bridger gets there just in time. Actually got an overlap here. Do Sri Lanka look very confident with the ball play. There's the one-on-one strength though. Kunatani involved, monstered by Motho Nosangi. Going to be penalty advantage. Advantage is over now. Trying to impose themselves physically are Fiji in the tackle. Very strong, nothing illegal, good work. The Sri Lankans aren't going to be deterred. Good footwork. Look at that physical advantage. Kunatani, they call him the beast for a reason because of plays like that, just rips it out. Gets the return pass, comes off the back, play on, so Nasoko is able to give it out. Motho Nosangi, the try scorer.
The ball. 7.
How quickly is Nasoko? Defence's turn, strong in the tackle, but he hangs on to it. Motho Nosangi, skills unquestionable. He gets his double.
Yeah, sometimes they got glue on those hands. This ball just seems to stick. You know, right out in front of him. Nathangi, again, running great lines here. It's the ability for the Fijians also to hold the ball in the tackle. If you look, they're a side that doesn't play with many breakdowns in attack. They always keep the ball alive and moving.
They've got such long limbs. They're able to fend off defenders like that, get balls away, but even when it goes wrong, it goes right sometimes, and it is at the moment for Fiji.
Yeah, I think they were asleep at the start, but they're slowly waking up now.
That could spell danger signs for teams coming ahead. Always so well supported everywhere in the world, the Fijians. The carb will be flowing, that's for sure. And it's flowing at the moment for the Fijians, but again, very good at the kickoff for Sri Lanka with that lift. Chandaras that time. They haven't had it all their own way though, Fiji. Sri Lanka actually the first ones to score in this game. Now, can they get a second before the first half? 3-on-2, the late cut they give it. Jam back out. Very composed. Fakes on the outside. Kunatani up to the defence. Not held, so that's okay. They shift the ball wide. Good passing. Slowing it down in the midfield. A little bit of drawn pass. Nice step though, and here's another break. Now, has he got some support? Jerry Tuwai faking on the inside. Good footwork by Widjakun, the first try scorer. Feeds off Jerry Tuwai. Can he get a second? Jerry Tuwai comes back. Does great work over the ball. Turnover, Jerry Tuwai. Now, this is where Fiji is so dangerous. But there's the shoulder. A pop-up. Jerry Tuwai uses a step, gives the ball out, rolls it out. But Sri Lanka able to get their hands on the ball. It's still on for them. Can they shift it wide? Going into the middle of the park now. Other hole for Sri Lanka. Mathusara. This is what I like about Sri Lanka. The last minute or so of play. There's the footstep by Shirachi. The crowd getting in behind the Sri Lankan team. Not for the first time. It's Kunatani putting on a shot. The head go back past the halfway. Here's Sri Lanka. Kunatani with another hit. Ripping around. It's Pereira. And the penalty comes for Fiji. If they go quickly here, the Sri Lanka team must spin. It's going to be Kunatani, the big number 5, who did a lot of tackling, flops over the try line.
What a fantastic spectacle of sevens out there. Then you see Sri Lanka almost using a bit of the Fijian flair and playing similar type of game, and so unfortunate not to score. Jerry Tuwai making a great sweeping tackle, and then Kunatani, you know, he was the guy making all the tackles. By the end, I don't think anybody wanted to run. He was the only guy with ball in hand, excited enough to get over the try line.
Everyone was spent on both teams on that one. The running technique, not the best, but the kicking technique is its conversion is good. And Fiji will take a very hard-fought lead into this one, 28 points to 5.
Okay, one thing from me, just reaction on defence. Okay, we're still playing, and we've got the ball, and we're looking after the scoring points. Okay, but we've got to be smart with it. We come out of here, but we should have scored first time and let them back in the game. Great work, Semi, on the double tackle. But that's the efforts that we got.
Well, Fiji did play last week in Hong Kong, but have you found them? Do you think the fatigue levels are there, the tiredness?
Oh, I think maybe you saw it in the very first 30 seconds, letting in that first try. But since then, I think they've hit the road running. And I think the key with Fijians is they're used to playing a lot of sevens. You know, they go weekend after weekend after weekend. So for them, I know this is another tournament. It's the Commonwealth Games. It's a big tournament, but to them, this is like just playing another tournament. And you can see that they've just started to flow into their stride. I've been impressed with the Sri Lankans, actually. There was confidence with ball in hand, the ability to move it. They just didn't quite have the pace to finish a couple of opportunities, but they could be a team that could cause a bit of an upset.
I've been very impressed with the Sri Lankans. Some of their work, kick-off times have been brilliant. Their attack's been very good, made a couple of nice breaks. As you said, haven't really had the polish to finish those opportunities off, but
I think you see fitness was just playing a little bit of a play in the end there for them.
we're underway in the second half of this Pool D match between Fiji and Sri Lanka. Fiji in the green, white, sorry, Sri Lanka in the green. It's going to be a Fijian throw into this lineup. Kunatani back in that second half. Great to see him back from the 15-a-side game into the 7th. Great addition.
5-5 substitution, open. Number 5 substitution.
Semi's going to go off now.
Keep it open, please.
Day is done for this first game. Drani Sunukula on a jersey 4. I think that try just before the half time gassed him out.
I think he's quite happy to have had his name called out there.
He made about 200 tackles in that first half. Semi Kunatani. Fiji now. Get it through the hands. Motonosangi's moved in from the wing to centre. Jeez, he's smooth across the deck. Sevuloni Motonosangi from the same area actually as Kunatani. And he gets his 3rd for this match.
Just changing the position there, Fiji just putting Nathangi in the centre, changing up options. You just see massive space, but one big step, massive stride of Nathangi taking him down for a try. I like the fact as well, with someone like Nathangi, he could play as a forward. I mean, that just shows you the athleticism of these Fijian teams.
Just a little straighten on the ball, just a simple school. When it's affected like that, didn't even break stride, Mutha Nathangi. It's probably now looks like he's moving into the forwards. He bent Mutha Nathangi.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's a great ball winner. You know, he gives Fiji plenty of options on the kickoff on both sides.
Where do they go? It's going to be Nasilisela. Putting it again nice and high. It's going to be advantage Sri Lanka, knocked on from Fiji. Virimalu, I think, on that occasion, just coming off his hand. I love the attitude of these Sri Lankans, though. They're not scared to have a go.
No, it'd be good to see them really chance their arm now off this scrum.
Crouch. Bind.
They need to dig the heels in here on scrum time, do Sri Lanka. There goes the power from Fiji, but they do well. They're able to get it out. This little skip jump. Late cut inside, but absolutely smoked. Big contact by Ronnie Sau. I can tell you, you don't want to run into those shoulders. Ronnie Sau onto the field for Fiji. Fake on the outside. There's the late cut and another shot in defence. This time, Drani Sunukula introducing himself. Going right to their line, but here's where they've been so good. The footwork. Nice drop off as well. But Nasilisela getting back. The counter-up comes Kunavula that occasion. Nasilisela over the board, and it's going to be Fiji Pill.
You see the Fijians just reading the tackles so well. Sri Lanka's here that once they've got the ball into the middle, they're starting to make inroads and get those little breaks. But aren't wide, they're just being a bit predictive and allowing the Fijians really to set them up on a few big hits.
Dramapala there, good footwork, one-on-one. Very fleet-footed out of Sri Lankans.
Bind. Sit.
Nanduva's going to come into the halfback role with Jerry Tuwai off. Selasela is going to control the middle of the park. Very strong for a small man, able to get the ball away again. Drani Sunukula, saw him in defence, now on attack. Just an easy wrap around from Nanduva. He got one in the first half and he'll get one in the second.
Again, you're just seeing that quality Fijian trait, you know, ball alive, just stands in the tackle and then waits. He knows one of his players is going to be on his back shortly.
He was messy pill for Nasilisela, but he did good to be able to escape a couple of would-be defenders.
Again, even the small guys holding up. Then here, Janasukola just holds it up.
Join themselves in the sun are the Fijians now. Making it look easy. They've been tested, that's for sure, by Sri Lanka. So I'll say all in all, Gareth Baber will be pretty happy. You don't want it to go all your own way. You want to be tested at least.
No, and often the one thing with the Fijians is the mental side of the game in terms of going to sleep when they don't feel like that they're that challenged. But here you can see that's been a real difference. They're really into this game.
Yeah, you can tell that by the defensive work coming forward from everyone across the park from the men in white, making it very difficult for Sri Lanka to win their own ball, and they get the rewards again.
Green cleaning from the side.
Just the angle from the clean out there for Sri Lanka being identified by referee Rasta Vinge.
So it's been a real ruthless performance from Fiji.
Slowing the play down. It's going to be Kunavula on the ball. Gives it out to Nanduva, the wraparound from Kunavula. They come out quickly to Sri Lanka, but exposes them on the outside. Drani Sunukula, a big man who can shift. There's only one winner, and it's going to be Paula Drani Sunukula.
It looked like there really wasn't much happening at that point, but then quality ball over the top, and Drani Sunukula, you're going to back him there on a one-on-one all day.
Lovely pass over the top though from Fiji. They do the thing you like, Ben. They go right behind the posts, so you can toe poke it like that.
Going to make it easy for your kicker.
Someone who knows about kicking, Ben Gollings. Highest goal scorer in Sevens history, 775. How'd you manage that?
From the touchline.
Every single one of them. Now Sri Lanka have a go on the outside. Can't come out yet. doing some awesome work. Pops it out. Can he keep it? Just a knock on. Oh, Sri Lanka really have played some good rugby sevens. Haven't been able to finish it off, but that's because of the defensive work from Fiji. They've done all the hard work. Janani Sunakula, the latest try scorer, runs over the top, gives the ball to Vere Malua. Those passes absolutely insane from Fiji. Is he going to give it to Selasela? Yes, he is, to get his first score in the Com Games.
We see Veramula looked like he was playing basketball there. Reverse pass over the head, straight into the hands of Naduva, and then Veramula there to score his try.
There's those long limbs. Fended him 3 times, in fact. Gets it out to Nanduva. Nanduva, though, good team man, saying, come on now, Selasela. Come and get the rewards. Come and get you a try. Sharing the love. Full-time Huda has gone, but we're going to have time for a restart. Made a score now. Sela gets us underway. Knock on from Sri Lanka, so it's advantage Fiji. Ronisau takes it in. Kunavola is the recipient. Very strong and a nice line from Selasela. He is on fire at the moment. Amanoni Selasela. And he is going to ice this game for Fiji, and it's a good one too for them. A slow start by them, but an outstanding finish.
It was. And it's been a solid performance from Fiji. They were never worried about their slow start. They often take a bit of time to get into the game, but they back their attacking prowess. And that's been an incredible game of sevens for Fiji.
A great start from them. Selasela finishing it off with the last say of this game. And in the end, Fiji win this one comprehensively against Sri Lanka. It's going to be Selasela with the last play of the game. Conversion is good. And Fiji too good in this game. First win for them in Pool D. Fiji take this one 63 points to 5.